in our lives, and you start to grow as a person when you see things that you never believe actually even existed. Like if it wasn't for the actual Egyptians and seeing a head bigger than shit, I don't even know how big is this thing. It's fucking huge, but something that big has translated the world. You're about to see the Rosetta Stone. Look at this thing go right ahead of us. The thing that translated everything in the world, from histories from Napoleon to the French, it's straight ahead of us. Look at that go. How cool is that? The actual Rosetta Stone, translated over the years from many different languages, from Hebrew to ancient times. Everyone, including your boy Saint, right here, right now. The key to the Egyptian hieroglyphics all came from this piece of rock right here, granite and everything. Let this guy get his photo. Nice. That's what the Rosetta Stone is. Did you get it? If you didn't, look at the Egyptian into Sanskrit, into Hebrew, and that's what it is. The Rosetta Stone is right here, right now. The only thing that I wanted to see since I was a kid. Looks like someone wrote in it in English too, 18 something on the side here. Look at that. And it's just a rock. Otherwise, it's just a rock on one side, found by Napoleon's soldiers in 1799. How amazing is that? I never even seen the back side of it, but I'm seeing the front side of these things. To see Babylonian, I don't even have my other phone. I would just take pictures of everything that I could possibly see in here. Would be amazing. Oh, it's closed off? I was wondering why nobody wanted to see this area. I was like, what the hell? This looks interesting. Thank you. Right on. Babylonian times, ancient times. Like, can you imagine? I can't even imagine coming up to these things and seeing the sheer power. I see buildings here in London, and the amount of things that we see is amazing to me. So it's one of those things where you got to bend your mind around things. I don't even know. Like, these don't even look real. They look like something out of Hollywood or Bollywood or something like that. To see them tell their stories of battles untold or arrows unseen. This is amazing to me. Look at these guys. Everything that was important to them, including their rams, including their beards. Check out the beards on these dudes, you know? And look at this thing. It's about 7 feet tall by 7 feet wide of solid brick. And I don't want to be bold enough as to touch it, but this is the size of this thing. I'm gonna touch it. What? Okay, that was a little too much power for your boy, but everything came off of a wall that once existed in Babylonian times. Everything from Sanskrit to maps to all sorts of things. This is amazing, the detail of all the feathers. I'm gonna have to come back around here and take full-on photos, but for me to see Greece and other things, where's my, there we go. All the things, I'm just shocked by it, bro. I'm seriously shocked by it. I like to go around people to areas that people aren't at, that aren't as popular, so I can just sit and stare at all these little chips. Someone actually chipped away at this, and the fucking hieroglyphs just amaze me. It would take me, this is my second visit to the British Museum. It would take me like a whole week or even a month to absorb all of the writings, all of the intricacies. I don't even have a degree in history, but just to see the Babylonian times, the detail. Look at these beards, bro. Look at the fucking detail in on this. Is that not ridiculous? Look at this dude's beard. He's trying to be like your boy Marquis Saint, bro. He's trying to show off the beard. We're in the beard off, bro. And I'm winning. Here's the rest of this. I don't know if they're cleaning in here. I don't know what that robot is, but here's some maps. Map of the Nineveh of Assyria capital post opposite to the town of Mosul in the Tigris, the site of Nineveh. I don't even Nineveh includes the two mounds of Kajuju and Abia Eunice. This map was drawn in a survey by Felix Jones, commander of the IN in 1852. Nice work, bro. Nice work. That's what this looks like. Amazing. Yeah, welcome to the British Museum. Your boy Marky Saint. Let's go see some stuff. Before we get into the Greeks, I think I want to take on some of these Egyptian things. I'm probably gonna go look at the backside of these things too. So they knew it was going to be mounted to a wall, and you can almost see the different layers here. 3, 2, 4, 5 layers to make it real, but everything was made with someone involved in it. Look at this sarcophagi without the head. Look, somebody bashed the head. And then there's a big ass head. Like, you just can't, like, the relationships of all the different things. A sarcophagus, bro. Oh my god, these things are so fucking cool, dude. The Egyptians were so powerful. They're so ahead of their times. No wonder why people think that they were fucking an alien race of species or whatever. So my coat is bugging, but I'm not tripping. I bet you can't see some of this because of the glare. The rams seem to be a big thing. The crossing arms seem to be a big thing. The hieroglyphs on the back of this thing. It's awe-inspiring, and that's what we've been doing our whole human existence, is just to inspire ourselves. Look, someone told me that the Egyptians, look at that, that's made of jade, bro. What? That the Egyptians would shave their eyebrows if their cat died. Imagine being dead in one of these things. Look at the carvings on it. Oh my god. This thing's about a foot thick and about 10 feet long. That literally is about a foot thick of just straight granite and just sarcophagi. The museum whore, dude. I'll do anything for a museum, dude. All the different writings. Look how close I am to this. Anybody read hieroglyphics out there? This thing looks like a Starship Trooper, dude, or fucking some kind. And about 7 feet long, and it's got full on, just totally inscribed on every fucking level. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Look at this thing on the top. Viewing it, I'm like looking with my real eyes. I'm not even looking through the lens anymore. I want to see things with my own eyes and my own time. Close. Look at these eyes. Look at these different characters inside. Everything about it was just carved with great detail. It almost looks like it's plastic, doesn't it? Look at these dudes. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, and 4. This just must have been fascinating. It's still fascinating. You know, 2023, and everything is just absolutely detailed. I'm getting glares on it. And can you imagine somebody being in the middle of that? Look, it's amazing just to see all of the detail. I'm not sure why they kept smashing the noses. Look at that, little ears and everything to the detail. Over 3,000 years of civilization. The ancient civilization lasted for 3,000 years. Can you only imagine? Look at this. How did they lift this over here, dude? This is like one solid granite rock, and it's just showing off with such detail. I mean, this section's closed off, but the fucking detail of this guy's, and what is that, Nebuchadnezzar or what? Look at this. It's a beetle. Oh, that's why it looks almost like a thing, you know? It looks like a, what's the thing called when you do the stormtroopers, bro? I am just in awe right now. And then you can get deleted too. That's the ultimate block and they're blowing off your arm and hand and head. I'm in shock, bro. I'm in shock, bro. And there's still color on it too. There's still like a, obviously you see the red, but there's still like a blue, and there's an orange in there too. And there's a kid on her lap. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a child, right, bro? On her lap, right there. How cool is that? They're holding hands or spires. They're just touching each other. Look at these dudes, they all look mean muggy. Oh my God. The detail, the power, the civilization, the ankh. There's so much to see. Look at this kid acting like a douchebag. Cut it out, bro. You're in the museum. You should be celebrating. I would spank that kid. I'm not a really reasonable person when it comes to this. I remember coming through here last time. I saw this little Chinese piece. I almost made it to the Rosetta Stone, but now I've officially have. Look at that. Outside, beautiful, sun was shining. We go into the museum. Each one hand carved it. This looks more Khmer. Look at that with the elephant. What does this say? The Ganesha, Eastern India, the 8-headed Ganesha. I make the Ganja Ganesha and Saints Addiction shirt. This looks like something I've seen. I'm so blessed to see Angkor Wat. Look at the jewelry on it. Look at each face. For some reason, somebody came and bashed noses. Maybe they felt like the nose bashing would make them unrecognizable. And that's something that you gotta kind of cope with. Is to the competition of things, right? Like when you go see things, you want it to be recognizable. And that's the best part of it. Look at this say, the great court celebrating the new millennium. How amazing is that? I want to see more things though. There's somewhere around here, and I want to show you because some of them are goats. Some of them are angry bull. Look at that, bro. All mosaics handmade. I'm to them. I won't touch them. Each one's a rock. And then it becomes a full photo. Some of the first photos were mosaics, telling stories of catching fish and being artists and then being creative. I can't get enough of history, bro. I'm such a museum whore. It's not even funny. But look how big these are. You're looking at about 12 feet long by 7 feet high. All of them. No lie. Sunshine shining. Yeah, buddy. Leaves. Trees. This is the first designers of the ancient times. Look how many different shades of rock it took to make her face. And the water. And the area. And the peacocks. Can't even see that peacock, but there's a peacock there. We saw real peacocks at the Johnston. Do they try catching the deer too? Not sure, dude. Not sure, but it's fucking cool. And I absolutely love it. Each spot is so fucking cool. Cool. The dog's hunting the boar. That's pretty cool. Everybody's on the hunt. Oh shit, I think one of these areas, they just closed it off, but in there is like the sarcophagi. Let's do it. Ancient Egypt. Egypt this way, or Greece this way. Let's go this way, go towards the light. Greek and Italy. Oh my God, I've never even seen this pottery. A whole room of pottery. Is that a heater in here? Look at this. Look at them tell their life story. This is the first Instagram. This is like, yeah, and then she had a crown and a halo on. Then there's a lobster. And it's carved in such detail. It's almost like a negative. Like they put the thing on it. There's a bull there. The realness of each thing let you know that people were alive back then. People were naked. They did have trials and tribulations. They did have art skills. They did have jewelry. They did like nice things. Look at this thing. What is that? This thing's fucking amazing. It's like a turquoise vessel, probably to have some potions. Look at the detail in each thing. The Bronze Age, the Clay Age. Look how, dude, some of these pots are 3 feet tall, 3 feet tall, 2 feet wide. I don't know. And I think they just scratched out the areas that they wanted. So we paint it all black and then scratch away the negative. Look at this dude. He's fucking beating his wife with his balls out. Yeah, it's amazing. So many different relics. The history of it all. Amazing to me. Look at all these people. Look at this dude. He's got a dog for a dick. What? There's another vessel. Bro, I could be here for weeks. It would literally take me months to absorb it. Here's some Victory. It's still got some blue on it. Some blue and red. I'm so glad I get to film this because it would never show on my phone, you know. It would take too long. Look at all these happy masks. That's fucking cool. All the different things. Bless you. And do it that way. And then people that are rude and don't say thank you after you. That's one of them. Look at this. We got gladiators. We have full-on armor. Wow. It must be made out of, it looks like bronze. The Bronze Age. And just to go in a battle, it must have been a threat, you know, it must have been. And you had the shin splints too, and your shins had fucking faces. Come on now. That would have scared the shit out of anybody. These guys would have been full on and doing everything. And even twats that say everything's the same have no culture, they don't know anything. They don't know about each person individually taking their time and carving this out. I want to see the Egyptian sarcophagi. I think I was in here last time I made it this far, but they started to shut it down. And to be honest, it's about to be shut down again, but I just wanted to get into it, bro. It would take me a week just to get through one side of one story of this area, taking photos of every little thing. I would just see that enlightens me. And just jewelry, full-on gold jewelry, that they would pound it out so thinly and make every part of it with something worn on somebody's body or carved out and then painted again and in the kiln. Look at that. Look at the antlers on this thing. The power of it. What do you think? First chisel of Jesus? What do you think? Or was it another dude? Who the fuck knows? But there's another sarcophagi too. Okay, the Etruscans and the Bronze era and all the weaponry. Look, if you had a dagger, you were definitely powerful. Look at these guys shooting their load. And shooting a bow and arrow. How fucking cool is that? All the intricacies, dude. It must have taken forever. Bronze, gold, spirals. Where area were we in? Italy. This is the Iron Age. Look at this helmet, bro. Look at this helmet. It is insane, the amount of pottery and metal and drawings, art, and carvings that I'm seeing right now. I just can't even right now, dude. Everything is interesting to me. Oh yeah, here we go, the sarcophagi. Look at this thing. Can you imagine being so powerful that someone gave you a big ass 7'6" fucking burial site? Can you imagine being so important that they wrote your name into the tombs, that they were like, here lies your ass with your feet up? You know? I'm trying to avoid this loud dude, but he's being a twat and he keeps coming around. Don't you dare. The drawings are real. And amazing gold everywhere. Look at this thing. Look at this. This looks almost fake. It looks almost fake. It's so detailed. That is what I'm talking about. Etruscan jewelry. Yes. And just amazing. Look at the white there, dude. The Pegasus. The couple. The drawings. That's fabulous. Oh my dude. It would take me a week. Just one level, one side of the fucking. This whole area would take me a week. Some of this stuff. I'm gonna get my phone out after this next half hour. You got another couple minutes with me, but this dude looks real creepy, dude, with the eyes painted. He looks like he's staring back at you, doesn't he? That's it. I'm trying to avoid this twat, but he keeps falling around being loud. Just headbutt him and leave me the fuck alone. What do you think? Yes. And then you can see people creep up to you and want to like take space, and you're just like, there's so much other places to go. This dude looks grumpy. Built, probably chiseled. So some of this is like chiseled and carved, and then some of it's painted, as you can see, and then some of it's casted. So that's another thing about the Bronze Age, was it was just a different way of carving things. Look at this. This is almost our modern language. You see a K, N, C, E, P, O, E. Wow. The amount of awesome in here is dope. Just doing it, dancing with the people. Look at this fucking sword. That's Roman as fuck. Look at this relief. Dude's like smoking and dancing and chilling, and life happened, bro. What do you think this is made out of? The woman resembles goddess of chivalry. I'm not sure what it is. Is that ivory? Important portrait show the future empire, and then do it that one. I'm gonna get away from weird dude because he's gonna make me mad, and I don't want to get violent on people that are dumb. Then that would make me dumb, wouldn't it? Look at this dude. He's got the face. Look at these dudes. They got the busk. Who's this dude with the full-on hair and Jufro? You are Marble Emperor Lucius Versus. A bust of Marcus Aurelius, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at him. Foresight, bro. Portraits of Roman emperors. Yeah. It's amazing. You got the silver, full laid out. Everyone was, I mean, everything you look at, humans were trying to get power. They were trying to control and have a full thing and do things and be their way. You know, they were trying to do it. I gotta get away from these dudes. They're just being stupid. Let me get to another room before I start popping people in the head. Look at that relief on this thing. Greek and Roman life. Okay, so I was somewhere, this is all new to me. I was somewhere else where there was an Egyptian theme. Maybe it's on the other side too. Look at her being sexy. Go ahead with your back exposed and tattoo. We all advertising. We are all searching for power. We are all learning new ways, and that's the thing. Is it's like we're not just. Dude, we think that we're so original. Nothing is original. Everything's been done. Every type of drug, every type of want, every type of desire has been done. Now art kind of bends that, but you're not the first one to wear jewelry. You're not the first one to draw things. You're not the first one to want something, you know? Like, everybody had a desire to move in a different direction. Look at this. All the way to the edge. It's amazing to me. It's very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Like, look at this thing. Big old fucking wheelhouse. And then you think about how many people probably constructed it, too. It's fucking amazing to me. I'll ask her. Do you know where the Egyptian sarcophaguses are?
Yes, there are no floors.
All the way down across.
Yes, so you can go down and then down the steps.
So I gotta go across and down? Okay. Let's do it, bro. Let's go down and see the sarcophagi. Let's get around people. Sorry, brother. Excuse me. Get in here. get away from people and get to the level of Egyptians. Gladiators, Roman music, dancing, everything that you can think of was done before. Now you can't go down there. But avoiding people, that's what we want to do. We want to avoid people and weird things and the crowds. That's the point. Avoiding it. Look how many people have come here today. They're fucking amazing. There's a fish on your plate. You would eat the plate. There was this thing. That's why I try to get away from those dudes. They're just annoying as fuck. Can you hear them? Like, you're annoying as fuck. Let's do it. Finally. Somebody knows how to walk. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. He's on his phone. But that's what it's gonna take. Can you imagine coming into someone's house and that big old thing's on the wall? Like, what is this dude on about? Or some headed fish or something? We're in the Roman Empire now, but I think we gotta go down to get the sarcophagi. I've been filming for a half hour, but I might just film some more, you know? Just to have it. Just to be near things where there are no people. Where there are no weird shit. Yeah, we already saw this. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. Yeah, a lot of people today. A lot of different walks of life. A lot of different reliefs. A lot of different helmets and weaponry. And we're gonna go see some sarcophagi. It's been a half hour, but I wanna film more. I wanna see more sarcophaguses. Like, can you imagine that they would actually make this for you? It's about 3 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 3 feet wide, and about 4 feet tall. And it would bury your ass. You would be buried in something like that. Fish dominated. See a lot of fish. Just the usable stuff. Like, everybody needed something to hold water or oil or perfume, and then it was just not enough to just have it, but it needed to be carved too. So that's what I look for. I look for awesome. Greeks in Italy, baby. Greeks in Italy. The Greeks are super dope. The dogs, the boars. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, we'll get around some folks and get away from loud people and get my ass over to this dark area. Hopefully you can still see. It's been a half hour anyway. Full on gold plate. Wow. Same materials, dude. Same everything. You get in here and it's all the fucking same. We got multiple translators. I think it said go down, but we're going dark. So let's go dark real quick and see some of the Egyptian things. That's what I'm interested in. Full on Egypt. The Tomb Chapel of Nabamun. Wow. So grateful I got a connection right now. The reliefs are real. The translators are real. They're translating in Chinese, Italian, you name it. All of this was real. Every person existed. Everyone got pregnant. Everybody saw death. Like, it's a full-on experience in here. The Egyptians started making furniture. The Greeks definitely were into furniture. Look at all these people, dude. We're gonna get into it with all the bulls. Everybody had cattle. Everybody had fowl. Everybody had fish. It's not like anything was reinvented. Everybody wanted to take a seat. Yeah, here comes the sarcophagi. Look how packed it is in here. There we are. Almost looks Greek right here. The amount of people and burials is amazing to me. Everybody smells. All the drawings, alligators, people. Nothing was spared, bro. Everything was in here. Screaming, little beetles. and brooches, little trinkets. Isn't that fucking cool? Full on trinkets. Each one's a different piece of color and then carved to perfection. Beetles, all of it. Look at this one too. We have people being in front of me. Excuse me, love, excuse me. You might be translating, but you got your hand in my face. Don't be rude. Wow. This dude. And it's also mixed names too. She bumped into me again. Damn. Some people's kids, bro. When you get insistent, someone might get a fist in. Insistent fisting. I think it's my favorite is the carvings, because I mean, even if they put a little blue, can you see the blue in the waves? Right here, they added some blue. Isn't that cool? Let's go. There's more sarcophagi on the other side. Plenty of people, please. Plenty of people, plenty. This is where I stopped last time, so it was cool to get back in, but you're gonna see a dead body coming up here shortly. I think it's crazy to see all these different sarcophagi and the amount of drawings inside. Look at this detail, dude. Look at the detail on this. It must have taken somebody, Lord knows, bro, how long to paint all of those beetles and the inside and the carvings. It's all of those things. Excuse me. Oh wow, there's gold on this one. Look at this boy, look at it. There's full on gold here. From head to toe, gold put together. This one was my favorite. It's about 4 feet thick, maybe 5 feet thick at the feet, and then gold inlaid on top. So it's not just, dude, it's not just carvings, bro. It's everything. It's every little piece of something is put together. Makes me more notice, you know, just I can't even with my photos, dude. I had to cover it with the camera because it can cover so much more than me. Okay, because so you can see it was made out of some kind of stone and then overlaid with gold. So that was another strategy. And we still do that today with the coronation. He had his full-on, what do you call that? Had that full-on cradle. He had a, what do you call that? When the horses and the things, what do you call it? What? A real mummy's in here? Someone's really dead in here, dude. With their prayer on top of the wood. So you can paint the wood. Oh my God, someone's really dead in front of us, bro. Can you believe that? Someone's actually dead in front of us. What in the world is that? How many people believed, or how many people died with their beliefs? Here's a relief on top of the face. So actual face of the person. Are they really dead in there? Like, that just kind of creeps me out. And then that you would put gold on top of it. Yes, someone's actually mummified here, bro. Someone's actual hands, fingers, and feet are bound and drawn. How cool is that? Dude, there's someone dead here. And they just, like, the hips, the humanity of it, it's right here in front of us. No fucking way, bro. Like, they painted his eyes over the mask, but you can still see. Like, there's a neck in here. Oh, and little titties, too. It was... No way. There was a bro here. Don't bro me if you don't know me. And they x-rayed him, too, so you can see all of his filaments and things. How cool is that? Wow, dude, I'm trying to get away from people, but eyes into the other land. This one's about 5 feet tall. I'm 5'7", so that's about that tall and that wide. Wood, gold overlaying wood, all of it. It's all part of the plan, and you can get into this bigger area if you can. So yeah, dude, I love ancient things. I love history. It teaches me that I'm not the only one going through things. I'm not the only one that ever existed. Look at this sharp rock with a wood handle. You know, flint. This the whatever we could get our hands on, we grew up, and that's fucking amazing to me. That you can just see, you know, what you can do with pottery, or what you can do with rocks, or what you can do with just about everything that you've seen ever. Somebody was like, yeah, let me do some quartz, you know, let me make a big bowl out of quartz. Okay, let me make a big bowl out of marble. Okay, and we got the faces in it. Let's carve into it, let's cover it. Let's say that we beat all of our enemies on a piece of rock, or that we would just show our lives and just go, you know, oh, here's a little piece of ivory or marble, or here's, it looks like a game that they would play. That looks pretty cool too, like an early version of chess. I'm just shocked. Each piece just has someone's hands and the time and the ideas of it all. I love getting near things too. It feels like I'm in China all over again. If I go check out something, somebody will come up and be like, yeah, I want to check out it too. So we're still human. We still want things. We still desire things. Oh, I told you, I promised you a dead body. I wasn't lying. That's a real jawbone. Before you brushed your teeth, before both people brushed their teeth, most people never knew how to brush their teeth. So it just kind of went on. You see everybody conglomerated around the one, but not the other. This one was fascinating. I'll show it to you because you see a real, look at that. That's a real body. It's a real person in there. And that is amazing to me. We're watching our humanity. We're looking at our feet curled up. We're looking at our hands curled up. I want to hear this guy speak, not the other guy speak. Let's go next to him.
And he died of he wasn't very good with weapons, but he was
That's how fragile life is, bro. You think you're gonna live forever? You might not even get a burial. Out of some of these, you'll have a full pauper's grave when there was like 800 people buried in unmarked graves, just mass buried by things. And that's just amazing to me. All of the different Egyptians, dude. Look at this dude. He's on his own horseback, bro. Look at this guy throwing his bow on top of his chariot. Look at them to describe the battles and people running. And dude, I'm just fascinated. The whole culture. My friend just came back from Egypt, and I wanted him to tell me things, but he kept telling me about his life. And I'm like, bro, tell me about Egypt. Don't tell me about you getting a job. Don't tell me about how you're out of money. Tell me about what you've seen. Reorient your mind. Show me or tell me the stories of things that you've eyewitnessed. You know, they're all the way here in the British Museum. They hauled ass to get these things over here. Some of these things are stolen, you know. We're fascinated to see things, but are we going to admit that they don't belong to us? Probably not. First Nikes. First Nikes, bro. First carvings, first alphabet. Oh, I gotta take a screenshot of that. That's what I needed. That's my Rosetta Stone right here. Boom. Look at that. A-E-I-O-Y W-B-P-M-N-N Enya R-L-H-H S-K-Q-T-T-E-T-O-D. Word divider. That is awesome. The Nibian language. Not to pretend, but fuck. Amazing. Look at these. Each touched by someone. Everything belonged to someone, and it probably mattered a lot to them. If all you had was your life and the breath in your lungs, you don't get to take it with you. You could covet something so much. You could desire it so much. Like, this is my favorite horse. This is my ointment. And guess what? It's now in the British Museum and it belongs to somebody else, or somebody else gave it away. You know, oh, it's made out of ivory. Doesn't matter. In the sands of time, it won't matter. And it doesn't matter anymore, bro. In the sands of time, look at the sands of time. Things get covered up. Life goes on. And you forget that you're just a human. Just like this human, with a vertebrae and a skull and a hip and a femur bone. And it looks like some feet of something else. Maybe that is their feet. We all look the same underneath. So when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at myself. When you're looking at it, you're looking at you from the future. See, they put rocks and plaster and then colored it with plaster. This is like the early works. It's not even plaster. It's like some kind of corn. You didn't play on your fucking video games every day. This is what kind of time and space you had. You had all sorts of shit to do all sorts of shit. So it's pretty fucking cool, man, to see things that most people have never got to see in their lives, and that their lives are no longer anymore. We get to see the reminiscences of their lives, you know? This is what's left of a full life, and that's what makes it cool. So, this guy, wow, that's about 20 feet tall, probably 3 feet thick, right on the wall. Nebuchadnezzar. Pretty fucking cool. And get away from these tools. Pushy people, insistent people, you're not the only one. Everyone in here has been onto some other thing. Everybody has seen some kind of life. This is what we're witnessing. What'd you do with your life? Oh, well, I carved this relief and made a lion look like it's biting into a tiger, you know? Like, who the fuck does that? I did. That was my life. What'd you do with your life? No. What'd you do with your life? Oh yeah, I was working on this relief and the king, and oh yeah, I ended up dying in the field and stab wound or something. Look at this carvings, the dashes, the marks, the beards, the amount of people. There he goes again. The lion's fucking biting into the bull. Look at the fucking detail on this claw. And how deep they went into it too. So I find that the most interesting is the sculptures, because you can't fuck up. You know, and the paintings, you might be able to overlap the paintings, but some of this stuff, you can't fuck up. And this relief along the wall, I'm going to show you this, just how long this thing is. From here, the whole scroll is about, let's see, a foot thick. No, it's about 4 inches thick, but look how long it is. That's what she said. But this just tells a story. And this is the story of humans. It's a story of struggles and battles and mythology and creativity and designers and growth and education and migrations. Yeah, I could speak weeks here. Indians led by a man in Persian dress. Okay, cool. Camels. You see the camel? I gotta get a picture of the camel. This dude. I gotta go back and take pictures, actually. It's been a full hour, but I am literally gonna go backwards to where I've been and just take photos, because it's just so interesting to see these carvings, to see me, Saints brand, in the reflection of Babylonian times with dudes beards like me. He is the Raman Ivari Gali, ancient Iran. Wow, you boys are sick with it. Look at these fucking swords, bro. Look at the helmets. Look at the faces. That's a face in there. Can you imagine being lined up with all your homies ready to go in the battle, and you're wearing your best dressed. It's your wedding day. It's battle day. You're about to lose everything. I'm fucking insane, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna get away. I like to walk away from people, and people like to stay in groups. That's how you get blown up with artillery, boys. You're sniper bait. I'm trying to be that. I want to be free from mental slavery, brave to step away from the groups and do something different, you know? People think, they get jealous. You think you're not like these people? No, you're exactly like these people. There's a reason why they're wearing matching outfits. There's a reason why we buy labels. There's a reason why we will covet power, and we covet greed, and we covet what other people have. You know, it's still the same 7 deadly sins. You know, it's still the same of whatever, gluttony, wrath, murdering each other. Are these penises? What is going on here? Everyone has the same thing. Some women lead men. Some men lead women. Individuality. Some people want what other people have. Envy. Some people want more. Gluttony. You know, I mean, it's all of it. Look at this, dude. Shut the front door, bro. Tough day at the office, homie. I guess it's here in England because it's here, but tough day at work, bro. Can you imagine that your days end unceremoniously, that you will be on the other side of history, and that people will witness your armor 5,000 years later, that you will be exposed with your shield held on, only to be in a museum later? Let me go backwards because someone was trying to beat me to the punch. I just let him. I think this is very impactful because his mouth is open. Maybe it's not a him. Maybe it's a her. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's all of us. And it's definitely all of us. It's not just a maybe. Each one of us are wearing jewelry right now. Each one of us is wearing the clothing that we covet. Each one of us is telling the story of our lives. Literally, each thing is someone else's story. Swords, axes, bronze, bracelets, precision, mismanagement, mistakes. Ancient Europe, waging war, 13. Is that gold? I don't know, but it's real. It's really real. Britain and Europe, we're going in from the ancient times to the European times. You see more of a finesse to the things. You can see the carvings are a little bit more detailed. What the fuck, dude? This shit's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just baffling how much time has passed by. We only live for a speck of time. And so did they. I'm talking about the average lifetime being, what, 35? So if you knew that your children weren't going to be alive, maybe the battle was the biggest day of your life. Look at the shield on this thing. Celtic art. And then you would meet someone from a daughter, bro. He's like, this is called a sword, bro. Or maybe you just killed his ass and then went and got to grab it. That's also possible too. You know? It's all possible. That's what I love about life, is it's all possible. It's all happening right now. And we act like we're not living right now. I think that's why I love museums so much, is it just makes you reflect on life is everywhere around us at all times. It's not just one time, it's all times. You're like, I'm gonna take these coins with me, I'm gonna take my jewelry with me. Nothing's coming with you. It's gonna end up in a museum. Your favorite products that you own right now are coming with you, dude. And that's what makes it so interesting. Oh, dude, there's that twat again. Get me away from this dude. That's what ends up happening. You're like, this is my favorite Iron Age shield. Yep, and now it's in the museum. You know what I mean? Like, now, you think you're alive? Nope, your bones are in a bowl. That's what's gonna happen to us all. We're all gonna end up a certain way, and all of our products are gonna end up in a glass case. How amazing is that? So, yeah, this has been quite the interesting journey, dude. To see them x-ray these swords and see how they were constructed and all the different pieces. And they've been fucking, what, 100 pieces to make one sword? How long do you think it took them before the wood disappeared and just sat in the ground? How many artifacts are at the bottom of the ocean and still ready to be exposed? Or think he's buried about $150 million worth of gold and yeah, we've yet to see the other end of history. It's still writing itself, and it also is reflecting upon us too. So as much as we like to be different, we are not different. We are definitely these people. These people are us. We are ancestry to everything in here. Manibus, Manibus, Civil, CFF, Balkans, ass, does it say? Classician? What? This thing's huge, bro. It's like, look how big these things are behind me. They're all about like a foot thick, and I'm only 5'7", so you can imagine this is about 8 feet, 9 feet tall. I can't even right now, dude. I can't even right now. The reliefs of everything is so visual. I love this thing. This is a soldier cut out. It's like, here's what I would have looked like when I was alive. I would have had my thing going on. I would have had the sword going on. I would have had the spear going on. Here are my sandals. This is what I look like alive. This is what's left of me long time ago. That's a cool relief. I love it when they explain everything. I love when it has like a little piece. Yeah, it would take me weeks to just get all the little bits of information, and I would sit here as an old man and just absorb history and barracks and castles. This is what I've been staring at this whole trip for 30 days in England. It's just barracks and smells and helmets and trinkets. Bro. MVISPVIITIMVCOLECXX. Wow, I would never have been able to see it if it wasn't for our same language. You and I would not be seeing the same things right now. We would be looking at, well, someone else's life, someone else's limb, life and limb, bro, life and limb, and helmets and swords and jade and gold and statues and roosters and goats. Fucking interesting. People are so I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, I'm super glad that British Museum was open enough for us to visualize. Look at that silver plate, bro. Look at someone eat off of that and it actually rusted out. That's fucking cool. Just to see all of the things. I'm gonna go backwards and take photos. Now that I know what I'm looking at. Oh my god, dude, look at the iron on top of the marble. Look at that. Someone's actually probably buried in there. Look at that. Protection from iron and how it transformed our lives. And glass too. Glass window pane. Come on now. Spikes. The first nails. It's just interesting as fuck. Everything that we've ever had started from the bottom, now it's here. Literally. Started from the bottom, now my whole team's fucking here, bro. So, your boy Saint, I love my life. I love life. I love people. I love history. And if it wasn't for all these awesome, cool experiences, I wouldn't be able to be me, and you wouldn't be you, and we wouldn't be here. So it's a fucking cool experience. I'm glad you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna get into it. Your boy Saint loves his life. There's so much more to go see. Fucking full on gold plates, and we're here live in Britain right now. This is, where's London at? London, right here. We are here now, 2023, and everything that we're looking at was here 5,000 years ago. It's amazing to me. So yeah, if you get anything out of this, you know, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Holler back. Your boy Marquis Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. I am a travel addict. I'm grateful to be able to see everything that I'm seeing today. It would take me weeks to be able to carry on everything that it is too, you know. But that's the blessing of life, is that we're alive to see these things and experience history throughout the dawn of time. It's your boy Marquis Saint. I am them, and they are me, and they are you too. No fucking way. How fucking cool. I'll see you guys on the other side. Like, share, and subscribe. Marquis Saint, Saint's Addiction. I'm out.